you're going to clear a nice big area of grass using whatever tools you need, the shovel, the rake, and you really need to get it down to the dirt, like this. See how I got this dirt like this? Now, I would say clear an area at least a few feet in diameter, all the way down to the dirt, and then you're ready to dig your hole. Now the hole has to be big enough. Oh, everyone, this is our landscape construction manager, Tom Dwyer from Northeast Trees.
Thank you for coming out, everybody.
So then you're going to need to dig a hole big enough to accommodate the cocoon. Tom, can you grab one of those for us? So it's like I said, it's kind of shaped like a big Mexican hat. Yeah, this is cool stuff. It's all biodegradable. The way this works is these strings act like they're a wicking system. So you're going to have to dig the hole deep enough to set this in the ground. The strings go into the middle, and then the tree is going to be planted like that. Does everyone see that? The roots of the tree, at least half of them have to be below ground, and these wicks go around the root system. Then we water that plant really well, and then fill this thing with water. The lid goes like this, and then we have these sleeves. The tree's going to be coming up like this with a sleeve protecting it from the sun and from, you know, rabbits and stuff. So I'll show you what it all looks like. But the first yeah, here we go.
So the top of the cocoon level with the ground?
Yeah.
And do you have to dig a hole from the tree deeper than the actual?
A little bit.
of-
Yeah, good
Like
question.
6 inches or?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So it's going to look like that with the tree inside of it. It's pretty cool, huh? You never have to water it again. So where you're going to start, everyone's going to start by getting themselves a flag and just scrape back the ground all the way to the dirt. And then you have to dig your hole for the cocoon. So as you're digging, make sure you keep all your soil together. Sometimes when I see people plant, they like take a shovelful and then just start tossing it. And it's like, you're gonna use all that soil. So don't throw it away, don't throw it out in the grass. Just keep a nice pile right next to your, you know, where you're digging.
Because if you find archaeological objects, then we can screen this for it.
So, Tom or Holly, do you have the water buffalo right there? Because we're going to need that hooked up. Tom has a 500-gallon water tank with a bunch of hose right there. And we're going to need that. Every time when we plant, you're going to need to water these and fill your basins right away. Especially on a day like today where it's so hot. So there's a pretty good amount of digging. So far the soil is pretty easy to dig in. You don't need, but if you need the pick, the big pickmatic, you can go ahead and use that too. We actually use this device in another park that we're working on near El Sereno, and there's about an 80% survival rate on those trees, which is pretty amazing. We never had to irrigate them again. Like, you just do it this one time, and
How new is the technology? How new is the technology?
this product is pretty new. They actually sent some of their horticulture scientists from Holland out to LA well, they go all over the world to check to see how everything's working out. They're always tweaking it, improving it, but yeah, they were really happy with the survive. 80% is great. Normally on a big reforestation type project, like 10% or 20% survival is considered good.
Do you need an extra shovel there?
To dig?
Yes.
Sure. Anyone's welcome. But I'm getting pretty close here to being done.
You want to go in there? Go in? No. Okay, 1 second.
This is definitely a team effort, so you don't like overdo it. Okay. Let me just.
Right, it's good. It's not too hard.
No, it's not bad at all. Okay, so. So that's pretty good. That's about the right level. Does everyone see it? Can you guys all see? Yeah. Come in close. So now, what kind of tree am I planting? Oak. So now the trees are in the back of this truck. Who's up there? Jasmine, can you pass someone an oak? I need an oak. That's a toy on. No, that's the wrong plant. There we go. Aren't they cute? Yeah. I had a whole truck full of these the other day. I was so happy. I'm like, okay, I'll make 100 oaks. Okay. Say hi to the Coast Live Oak. This little thing, guess how long these things can live? There's one in Temecula that's 1,500 years old, and it's still alive. So it's not a small thing. It's not what you guys are doing today, you could be leaving a thousands of year legacy contribution. Okay, so now we have the hole dug enough to accommodate the cocoon, but we're going to need water. Where's Tom? Yeah, we need to hook up the hose and get, oh, there it is. So you want to get water in the hole as soon as you as soon as you can. And then soak it pretty good, and then we also have buckets as well as hoses so people can share. I would say we should all work in the same general area. Don't get too spread out. So we're going to get that the hole nice and full. Okay, that's good. Tell him to stop.
Please stop. Stop, Tom.
Give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
Okay, now it's your turn.
You guys have the mycorrhiza?
You don't want to wait any longer. What is actually going to change?
Okay. Who here knows about mycorrhiza? Anyone? Is it It's different kinds of fungi that create a symbiotic relationship with the roots of a plant or a tree. They help trees take in things like nitrogen from the soil when the roots of the tree sometimes struggle to do so. So we have this bucket of mycorrhizal pellets. You get 1 per tree. That's going to help the tree to, like I said, to take up nutrients from the soil. So earwig. So you're going to put some water at the bottom of the hole. And we're not going to wait all day for it to go down. Don't worry. Drop a pellet in there. Then to get your tree, everyone see? Gently, it's just a baby. Kind of squeeze the container. You take your hand and cover the top and flip it over upside down and just take the can off like that. Make sure we recover these. We don't want them littering all over the park.
Does a mushroom thingy work with any kind of plant? Any kind of
They're particular. Well, certain plants don't need it, but there's a lot of trees that do rely on fungus in the soil, mycorrhizal fungi, and so. I mean, it's naturally occurring, but in some places like this, where it used to be a rail yard for decades, you know, the biological health of the soil is not great. It's getting better since, you know, now we have a park with all these trees and stuff, but we're just helping it along. Okay, so then the tree goes in the hole. I'm going to add a little soil back in around the roots. And then this is where it gets tricky. You want the wicks, the threads have to be, you know, basically spread around the root ball. Kind of slip this in over it. So, I know this is a lot of little details, but we'll be walking around helping everyone. It's like, it's not rocket science, but you do have to be, you know,
Plant science.
careful. Yeah. Yes, plant science.
What's the function of the streets?
They're a wick. So they lead from the reservoir.
Oh, I see.
So we're going to fill this with water, and then over the next 7 months, the moisture will be wicked from the reservoir to the roots of the tree, so we never have to come back and water.
Amazing. The string is so huge.
Yeah. Well, and then remember, these particular trees are native here, and they're very well adapted to the soil. All of the trees we're planting today, so that helps. Yeah, in the right combination, this system works really well. So then once you get, you know, the trees in, now we're going to cover it, cover everything back in.
Will you put the water in?
No, I will though.
Oh, after. Do you go back and check on your trees you planted?
All the time. I caught someone trying to badly prune, the city was trying to badly prune a sycamore that I planted 25 years ago. And I see that tree like twice a day. And the city always hears from me. I call them like, you know, you need to leave that tree alone. It's doing just fine. All right. You know, the cool thing about Northeast Trees, we are community-based. Northeast LA is why we're called Northeast Trees. We all work and live right here. I mean, I use these parks. I see these trees all the time. But yeah, we always follow up, make sure everything is doing well. Okay, so the idea is just to backfill everything. And then water. Can you tell Tom to turn the water on?
Tom, turn the water on, please.
Yeah. Take that part off.
Then you're going to fill your reservoir.
Your cocoon.
Once it's done, you can collect
You want to make sure that the little white strings are in the channel.
Inside the hole and around the roots of the tree.
So I guess we'll spread it out around the whole, or
Just the best you can. If it's not, complicated. But the idea is the water gets whipped through these strings to the roots of the tree.
Slowly.
So how long does it take
Depends, like if it's rainy. Some of these get torn up by animals, you know, like coyotes might come down here, they smell the water, and they'll start chomping on it. All right, turn it off, turn it off.
turn off the water?
Thank you.
Cool. Look at that. You guys all see what it looks like?
Yeah.
Then you cover it all back up.